Yes. Yes. No. No, not this. Yes, this is what I want. These scenes all stir this primordial urge in my masculine brain. This is somewhere I can bleed out. I don't even need to explain this because men just get it. That internal monologue we've all had, the fantasy of living our lives coming down to one heroic moment, that last hurrah. It's where we sacrifice ourselves to save others. Your specific fantasy probably varies, but we've all had that urge and feel that pull. I think that urge changes a little when you have your first brush with mortality. You know, they say kids are but I think everyone feels that way until they have their first caress from death. Maybe it's the car accident where you shouldn't have lived, or a cancer diagnosis, or some other medical issue, or even somebody that you cherish dies or comes close to it. The caress with death is that place where you're bargaining with a God you might not even believe in, or one you haven't prayed to in years. It's where you would trade anything. You're offering up anything so that your life can be fixed and put back on track. And at the resolution, at the end of it, when you're still breathing and everything's okay and you get through or you're healed, it's almost like the color comes back into your life. You feel the grass in your yard, you actually taste your coffee, and you appreciate every breath that comes in and goes out of your lungs. You're once again feeling life. I know this feeling so well because I've died 3 times, and that's dramatic, but what I mean is I've seen death 3 times in the past 3 years of my life. First, it was what doctors thought was testicular cancer, and I sat up late at night facing my own mortality, looking off into the sky and holding a cup of coffee in my hands and just reflecting, sobbing, thinking maybe this is it. I'm going to die and I'm going to leave people behind that I care about. I had lived a life and now I had something inside of me that wanted to kill me. That I would have to leave behind my wife is what hurt me. It's not death itself and what comes next. That doesn't bother me. But that there would be people hurting when I left. After months of waiting and tests, turns out I was fine and it was something else benign. And the sick look of the doctor just shrugs his shoulders and says, "You're okay." As if he didn't just torture me for the last couple months of my life, keeping me on the edge of my seat about a diagnosis. That's when life rushed back in. Everything was more colorful. I felt my breathing. I was excited to live again, and I wasn't going to spend another month binge watching The Sopranos. I'd already seen it. It was time to experience something new. The next year, the doctors thought it was colon cancer, and after more tests, again, it was nothing. But in the interim, while I had to figure those things out, I again was faced with my own mortality. Is it this, or is it what comes next? Who am I leaving behind? How much are they hurt? What about my dog? That was what was hard for me. And now, just in the past month, doctors said, again, this is either nothing, or it's a brain tumor. And again, faced with my own mortality, and again, the results came back clean. I think it's maybe a little bit of an understatement, but I'm exhausted. And this time, I didn't feel the new rush of life coming back into me. My coffee tastes the same. I don't feel the grass outside very much. I just am exhausted. But more and more and more, I get that masculine urge, and I understand it, to lay down and just be at peace. To have some sort of meaning in my life. I have done something. My life was worth something. Men as a whole are not doing well. We're lonely, we're leaving the workforce, we're dropping out of school, and our suicide rates are skyrocketing. We are filling this void where we're not doing well with spiteful influencers, self-destructive habits, and these stupid self-help YouTube videos that have been filling my feed. I don't want to become just content slop for somebody else's feed, or the same self-help how to fix your bullshit that clutters my feed, and I'm not going to fix your problems by shoveling you Raycon fucking earbuds or another Factor ad, fresh never frozen, or maybe that's Wendy's, I don't know. And maybe you're fine and you don't have that masculine urge, you don't get it, the masculine urge to bleed out, the big joke that was on Twitter. Or maybe you've never had to confront your mortality. That's cool too. I don't wish it on anyone, and I don't think less of you just because you're happy and you love your life. And maybe I'm wrong and this is all just in my head and no one gets it and I've made this up, and that's okay too. But what I do know is that you should reach out to your male friends. You should spend time with them. You should call them and talk to them on the phone if they're far away, and be the weird one. You should open up first. Tell them about your struggles, about your life and what you're doing to change, how you're bettering yourself, and tell them you love them. Who knows the last time they heard that from someone in their lives? Marcus Aurelius is a smart guy. I really like him. I like the cut of his jib, and I've been reading a lot of different Stoicism philosophers. Well, he wrote, He who fears death either fears unconsciousness or another sort of consciousness. And no, Marcus, you stupid bitch, I fear the pain of leaving those who I leave behind. I don't want them to be sad that I'm gone. But I guess technically that isn't fear of death. And that's what he would say is, well, technically that's not death. So I guess I just got checkmated by a dead guy. Fuck.